Hello, everyone, Randy here. Welcome back to Welker Farms. And since last episode, I've been doing a bunch of work here on the map. Set course play loose on field 13. And course play finished up that field harvesting without any problems at all. You know, again, just a nice square field. So about as easy as it gets there for course play. Like I said, worked flawlessly on that field. For field 2 here, of course, let's see what's right. Yeah, we didn't quite finish it up last episode, if I remember correctly. But yeah, off screen there, finished that field up. Only had course play, I think, get stuck one more time there after I moved the course play a little further out into the field there. You know, again, depending on what angle it's coming at, I don't see a way around that really, unless we like really go far out in the field. But it definitely was a lot better. For those who recall, here was last episode, I believe. I had initially had the course play course set up right by these bins here. These are not storage bins, by the way. You cannot put anything into these. I know a few people have asked, but no, you cannot store anything in these that I know of, which is kind of too bad. Seems kind of silly, you know, that you got storage bins here, but you can't use them. Whatever, I guess. But so yeah, initially I had the course play course set up here. That was simply just too close, so if the combine came from that corner of the field there, it got stuck in the trees or tried to cut across the farmyard. From this angle, it was pretty good. I don't think I really had any issues with them getting stuck from this side, but I basically moved the course play course, the starting point for it anyway, way... I actually put it in this field, so it actually starts over here now, so... And I actually did have it did try to come through the trees there because it was over in that corner, so I did get stuck once doing this field here yet. And of course, this side was already done, so I don't know, but that side should be fine, I think. Anyway, got the straw on this field here baled up. Well, course play was working on field 13 there. I started baling this field. Got almost all the bales picked up and sold there. I think there's like one over there yet. And then I set a hired worker to go on the planter here. So we're planting a barley on this field. He's probably, I don't know, half done or so. He's got this side of the field done. And he has to do this side yet. And looks like he's almost got probably, what, one more long, narrow strip here yet. Wonder if he'll actually do that or not. He'll probably quit. Typical hired workers. You know, with this much to do yet, and they probably still won't finish it. Also, there's also a bit of wheat here yet, isn't there, as well? Oh, well. So anyway, this episode, we're going to continue working on baling here. Got... the next field here that needs to be baled. Well, it doesn't have to be baled, I guess, but for the sake of making some money here, we're going to bale it and sell it. Which has been paying off decent enough here so far. You know, it's not like it's the greatest income source here, but... Oh yeah, there's that one bale in that field. I need to remember to pick that up before the hired worker gets into it. That would be bad otherwise. Also, if you notice here, yeah, it's this great big strip in front of me. Apparently, I did not notice it when the hired worker planted this field, but yeah, he missed this. He started here, turned around right there, and I never even noticed it. Well, I noticed it when we went to spray it after it started growing, at which point I think it was too late to do anything about it. But yeah, I noticed it after we sprayed it there. It's like, oh crap, what's up with this missing area here? So yeah, apparently I started the hired worker. He got there, turned around, went back here, and then he planted the rest of the field. I seem to recall Giants making mention in their last update that they had fixed the hired worker issue doing that. Yeah. Okay then. Anyway, this should be set up with course play here, so we can, or not course play, GPS, I'm sorry, GPS. This is how I was doing the other field as well. Once you get it lined up, it seems like it works pretty good. We're just going to move that over just a little bit there. Looks like the hired worker was using a width of about 13 meters or so. Yeah, we get a decent number of bales. I forget how many loads I got off that field there. It was quite a few. Made quite a few trips to the barn there to sell them. The old Traction King here, Case Traction King 2670. Yeah, seems to be doing the job just fine. Got the old Massey Ferguson 2290 big baler here.
which
which I believe I was mentioning there last episode. At least where I live, you don't see much in the way of Massey Ferguson equipment, especially bigger Massey Ferguson tractors. We got a couple smaller ones around, like, you know, Massey Ferguson 135s and that era of tractor, you know, and bigger. But nothing else as far as tractors go. But we do have some Massey Ferguson balers around, which I thought was rather amusing. You know, don't have much else for anything Massey Ferguson, but there are a couple of large Massey Ferguson balers, big square balers in the area. So anyway, we're currently day 4 mid-autumn here, which it occurs to me, yes, we are in the planting season here. Just happened to think of that. I should probably double check that here. Again, we're using the Shelby Montana geo here for seasons. So it's a pretty brutal geo as far as planting and harvesting seasons go. But I am planting the one field over there in barley. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do the same thing on this field. I don't see really any reason why not to. So I'm assuming with this geo, by the way, there's probably not going to be any such thing as double crop in the fields here. You know, again, typically with the No Creek geo there, for those of you familiar with it, kind of the one we've been using a lot lately, you can plant a winter crop in the fall, harvest it in early summer, and then plant either corn or typically soybeans after that, and then still harvest that in the fall, and, you know, you get 2 crops essentially off one field within a year's time period. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any of that going on with this geo, I doubt. This geo, I would say, is probably fairly accurate to what I would see where I live as well. I would say these are pretty close to what I would see where I live. Like I said, Michigan area there, so. We have 22 bales. That was what, two full rows there. That's almost a trailer load as well. So you can imagine how many bales we got off that field, especially going the long way there. Again, there's not much for the long way, but oh, did he finish? He finished that narrow little strip yet? Oh my goodness! Wow, wow, wow! The hired worker actually finished that narrow strip. Probably going to quit and tune up, by the way, because he is at the edge of the field there. But I am surprised. Wow. Well, it does take that planter a while to plant that field, by the way. It does seem to work pretty good. And the John Deere 8440 there pulling it. Old John Deere articulated tractor. And for those of you who keep saying I need to get more big buds, don't worry. Absolutely plan to. Probably won't have the money for it this time around, I don't think. We'll have to see once here. Speaking of harvest here, I didn't actually check. We ended up with 15,000 bushels of wheat. So 15,000 bushels of wheat is what we ended up with there. $22 per bushel. That seems like a lot of money. $22 a bushel for wheat. I'm not sure what wheat is a bushel in real life, but I think it's only like a few dollars as far as I know. I haven't really checked wheat prices. Oh, and for storage as well. For those of you wondering what I did for storage, obviously I got more in storage than what the bins over there hold. I ended up just putting a Silo King down. That's all I did. I just like, okay, screw it. I kind of looked through what I had for options there. Just did not see anything I liked. I did try putting the Art Mechanic down. That's the big silo system. I did try using that. But that area simply, there was not enough room there for a great big Art Mechanic. For those of you familiar with that mod, it's a big silo system. So, and yeah, it fit, but there just wasn't like any room left to like maneuver and get around. And So yeah, did not go with that. Oh, can you see? No, I guess you can't see it over there. But yeah, just put a Silo King down in the middle of the area. There's plenty of room for that. Silo King obviously holds, what, 15 million? Little bit OP, but the other option obviously would be, and it's probably something I would consider more preferable, I would just simply edit the silos that are in the game here to hold probably like 500,000. That makes a lot more sense to me, like 500,000 or maybe even a million. But unfortunately, well, fortunately, not really unfortunately, but also playing this on the multiplayer server as well. So that means I would either have to have like 2 versions of this map, or I'd have to update the version on the server, or... So yeah, that's why I did not do that. So for all those you suggesting I should just edit what the silos in this map can hold, I 100% agree with you. But because I have it on a multiplayer server, like I said, I would either have to have 2 versions of the map, or I would have to update it on the server, or I don't know. None of the options really appeal to me there. So that's why I would just we'll put a Silo King down, and oh well. Like I said, I did want to use the in-game silos, but well, and for that matter too, you also got the problem with unloading into the in-game silos, which could probably fix that problem. Could probably get around that. But yeah, not much you can do about the capacity there, unfortunately. Again, just ridiculously, stupidly small capacity. 100,000. 100,000. I mean, what? Oh my. How can they even think that is okay to put 100,000? Again, I am using the unit convert mod here, so 15,000 bushels. I'm not sure what that is in liters, but I should just switch the unit convert mod over to liters just so I can see what it actually is. You know what? I should be able to actually do that. What is it? Alt-U? Oh, do I got to be out of the tractor for this? I do. Let's see what's here. In storage, I should be able to set this to liters. Liters? Is it actually liters? I don't know if it is or not. I guess we'll find out. Okay, did that take? No, that still shows bushels yet. I'm not sure which one we got to change here then to get it to go to. Put it back to bushels here, US. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I have to change there then to get the storage. I would assume the storage there would have changed the storage, but I guess not. Oh well. For those of you wondering, by the way, the unit convert mod there, you can push Alt-U, that is left Alt-U. It looks like you have to be out of the tractor to use that. And then you can use your arrow keys to highlight which one you want to change. Hold down Shift, and then you can use the arrow keys again to change it to what you want. And then just close the interface again, and it should set it to it. So, for those who want to use a different unit of measure than bushels, you can do that. Oh, the John Deere is finished, which says it's an 8430 there. Interesting. I think that was an autosave that just happened. That's like the momentary pause there for those who didn't notice that. Okay, we're going to move him to part of the field he hasn't finished yet. And again, I could probably set this up with course play. In fact, I should be able to run the same plow course for the planting here, because again, all my equipment at the moment is like the same width. That was totally not planned at all. Yeah, somehow I managed to pick all equipment, starter equipment that was 9 meters in width. Like I said, I don't know how I managed to do that, but apparently that's what I did. Our plow is 9 meters, our cultivator is 9 meters, and our planter is 9 meters, give or take like a tenth. So that actually works out pretty good for course by courses. At least at the moment, anyway. Obviously, no tilling that, and that is my plan, by the way. I do have plowing on, so every third time I will plow it, but for the rest of the time, we're going to no-till it, which obviously is quite common for that region as far as I know. And just a reminder, too, if you would like to join us on multiplayer on this map, just join us on the RDAllen TeamSpeak server there. Again, TeamSpeak is free to join, and a microphone is not required, so if you don't have one, don't worry, you can still join us on TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak information there should be in the description, and the Welker Farms map is on server 1. Just keep in mind, we are running the Big Bud DLC on that server again. For those of you not familiar with Welker Farms, definitely should check them out. They are definitely known for their Big Buds. Looks like our GPS line might be getting a little off here. Yeah, again, I've never really been able to quite figure out what width the hired worker uses here. I think it's like between 12.9 and 13. So, oh well. Anyway, we'll read a few comments here in a moment. Kane was saying, I cannot get the store or the map or the escape to work on Welker Farms. That to me definitely sounds like a potential mod conflict. I would suggest you just deactivate all your mods and see if the map works. If it still don't work, potentially you got something wrong with your game, then maybe try reinstalling the game. Pink Gumbo is asking, do you have a G27? Yes, I do. I have a G27. I had the G27 before I had the Farming Simulator wheel. And I still actually prefer the G27 in games like American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator. Just overall, in my opinion, it is a better wheel. It, however, is not the better wheel for Farming Simulator, in my opinion. So just to be clear about that, in my opinion, the Farming Simulator, or the Logitech Heavy Equipment wheel, is still the best wheel for Farming Simulator. Emphasis on for Farming Simulator, not necessarily the best wheel, just the best for Farming Simulator. Joseph was saying that's one way to unload a trailer. Absolutely. Just back it up over the unload point there. Okay, we'll realign GPS there. You know what, and mentioning the unloading there as well, that's another bone I have to pick as well. At least where I live, and as far as I know, over the rest of the United States as well, belly dump trailers are by far the most common. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but at least where I live, all you ever see are belly dump trailers. Why does this map not allow you to use a belly dump trailer? I mean, what were they thinking? I mean, this is an American map. And like I said, as far as I know in America, I have never seen it different. I mean, I guess sometimes you'll see like the older dump trucks, but not, you know, you typically you see the belly dump trailers for hauling grain. So why can this silo system here not accept a belly dump trailer? Like, again, you know, more American style map here, so we have to use a European style trailer to unload into it. And did I mention it only holds 100,000 liters? Have I mentioned that yet? Tim was asking, can you do a poplar harvest on field 2? Poplar harvest on field 2. That sounds dreadfully painful. And I'm thinking no. Tim was asking, where can you find the unit convert mod? The unit convert mod can be found over on American Eagle Modding. I also have it linked in my mod list. For all those you're wondering, yes, I said I was going to do it. I did finally remember to do it. It is now in my mod list. So if you want to get that mod, again, it just converts gallons or liters to gallons. You can also see the bales there are weighed in tons as opposed to liters. Which I don't think anybody actually answered my question there from last episode. I was asking their last episode, since when do they measure bales in liters? Is that actually a thing over in Europe? They actually measure your bales in liters. That's just the weirdest form of measurement, if you ask me. Yes, anyway, it's measured in tons here. Like I said, I think these bales were like 1.3 tons or something like that, which is not very heavy, but they are straw bales. And let's see, 1.3 tons, that would be what? Probably like 250 pounds? Probably 250 pounds, give or take a little bit there, somewhere around there. That's not very heavy for a big bale like this. That doesn't seem quite right, to be honest. It seems like they should be a little heavier. Again, I know they're straw, but... Joe's asking, where did you Kilbro's orange drain cart auger wagon? I do not know. I'd like to say American-style modding, though. Could be wrong on that. Austin was saying I had the same problem with the silos. It's not the trailer, and the silos don't hold much. That is for sure. Jackson was saying you could use the ICER grain storage. It holds 300,000 liters, $25,000. You saw it when I was ICER grain storage. I don't. Not even sure which one that one is. When you say that. Oh, let's just take a look here. Which one is that? Got the bale storage, forage and chip silos, root crop storage, farm silo system. Yeah, I'm not sure how much this one holds, so I did think about using this one, but again, like I said, don't know how much it holds. The Art Mechanic here, multi-storage, that is the one, like I said, I tried to put that one down. This thing is huge, and it just didn't fit properly in that area. Oh, here we go. Okay, this one holds 300,000. Holds all the crops. That would actually probably be a good one. It's a little late now. Like I said, I just put a Silo King down. Which, by the way, we are playing this as somewhat of a competition here. A little bit of a challenge between myself and my console. For the challenge here, we've decided we're going to try to fill up a Silo King. Only 5 million, though, not the full 15 million, I don't think. We'll see how it goes here. We're not, sure how quick, we're going to fill it up to 5 million. So, if it goes like too quick, maybe we'll bump it up to the full 15 million or something. But we're going to only go with the crop types that are available on the farm here. So, no sugar cane or anything like that. No other, let's see, what else can we not plant here? We can do potatoes and sugar beets. Okay, I did not actually realize that. I was thinking one of those could not be planted either. We'll have to keep that in mind. We're going to have to do potatoes and sugar beets then. Okay. Jay Zimmerman, the Super Chicken is an incident that we won't talk about other than the 9 R's are supreme. Daniel was saying the direct C that works. For every map you tried, only had issues with this map. Oh, interesting. I've had issues with Snetterton's as well, so that's the other map I've had issues with it on. So at least for myself, this is not the only map I've had issues with. Oh, we might be able to finish up baling. Well, actually, maybe we'll go load some bales here, because folks probably don't want to watch me make bales the entire episode. I was going to get the PJ trailer and give that a try, and a truck to go with it. Use the custom truck here quite a bit, so I was going to try something different. But for the life of me, I could not find the PJ trailers until I remembered the PJ trailers. Right, they're under the 40-foot deck trailers category here. I keep forgetting that. It's like, where are the PJ trailers? I was looking through the miscellaneous and the baling technology and low loaders. Just could not find the PJ trailers. So I went ahead and bought this instead, and it was like afterwards, oh, wait a minute, I know where the PJ trailers are. That's right, I keep forgetting it. There's the PJ trailer. That does have auto load, and I was going to get a truck to go with it, but like I might switch it out yet. We'll see once. But for the moment here, I got another Ford L9000, and like I said, the custom modding truck here, which holds auto loads bales. Definitely auto loads. So just go down the row like this. Yeah, it doesn't take too long to load up bales this way. And we're gonna, yeah, that's right. We should be able to get a full load here between 2 and probably what, 2.5 rows or so. Another 4 more here and we'll have it. It is a bit of a drive here from this side of the map to the sell point there. Again, this is a nice quick truck, so it doesn't take too long, by the way. There's Big Brute sitting there, by the way, waiting to spray this field. Speaking of which, how's the hired... Whoa, what was that? Oh, I'm guessing here I got a little too close to that bush. Okay. Anyway, what happened to my hard worker here? Did he quit? Yeah, he quit again, didn't he? I'll get you back to work. Probably why I should use courseplay, then I don't have to worry about this, but... Logan was saying what model of baler that you're using there. Again, that was a Massey Ferguson 2290. And is there a way I could send pictures of my farm in real life? Well, you can join the Facebook group, and you're welcome to post some pictures on there if you like. Link to the Facebook group is in the description below, by the way. Magnus. Oh, I did actually. It looks like I maybe did get an answer to my baling question there last episode. Magnus was saying, I'm assuming, like I said, he's answering the baling question here. He says, not here in Sweden, we measure in kilograms, which would be a unit of weight, and that makes a lot of sense. Okay, just back into the shed here. Don't even have to unload them from the trailer. It'll sell them right off the trailer, so that's pretty nice. Boom, gone. Winter was saying, I think you could put an auger on those bins in that field. I don't think you can, but you're welcome to try it and let me know. Also, a comment here, if you unload all the other crops from the silo, you would have more space. That's true. I don't think it works that way, though. 100,000 liters of everything it can hold. So the silo system can hold 100,000 wheat, 100,000 barley, 100,000 corn, etc. Nicholas is saying to get courseplay to tip at the storage, reverse into the eastern corner. Yeah, again, I would have to set up a reverse course into that. And again, that is doable, just not, in my opinion, preferable. Kentucky Farmer was saying you can go into the XML and edit the files, which kind of what I was saying, yes, you could. And if it wasn't for the fact we had it on the multiplayer server, probably what I would have done. Old Hippie was saying the same thing there as well. Even gave some pretty nice directions on how to do it as well, so a big thanks for that. So for anybody else that would like to do it, you can check out my last episode there. Find Old Hippie's comment there, and you can increase the storage of the silos in this map if you like. which again, to be honest, I don't know why you would not want to, because again, 100,000 liters just not going to cut it for these fields. And if you're playing Seasons mod as well, you kind of have to store your crops, because if you sell them when they're being harvested, most likely you're outside of the selling period, or the best price. So you kind of want to sit on your crops a little bit before you sell them. Yeah, well, saying planting beans on Blake's farm while watching you. Thank God for GPS. Oh, I know, GPS, one of the best mods, right? Yeah, what happened to my planting tractor, out of curiosity? Is he, oh, he's working yet. Okay. Back behind the trees there, I guess. Huntmaster was saying, love the videos, by the way. It's nice to have a North American approach to farming simulator. And yes, I would have to say that's probably something I haven't noticed. I don't know if there's really many North American farming simulator players, at least that do YouTube anyway. I know there's a couple. Obviously, I think the European ones are maybe a little better known. And of course, being European, they play with a more European style gameplay. And of course, they probably, prefer the European maps as well, the little narrow maps with all the fences and hedges and all the obstacle courses in your way. Oh, that was close. Real close to the fertilizer. At least I'm assuming that's fertilizer there. Whatever the tub is. Anyway, everyone, looking at the time, looks like it's time to wrap it up for this episode. So if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. A reminder, too, like I said, if you want to play multiplayer with us on this map, just join us on the multiplayer servers there. TeamSpeak information is in the description below. So yeah, comments or questions, be sure to leave them. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.